currently still sick, so the video is short because my head is killing me. Um, uh, Today I'm going to be explaining how the Enlightenment development, who participated in it, where its ideas were inconsistent, and how its legacy shaped um, revolutions in European politics. Oh, it's been terrible. Cross cultural influences on the Enlightenment. When we think about the Enlightenment, we often associate with Western Europe, especially places like France and England. But many of its significant and intellectual foundations actually came from outside Western Europe. For example, Islamic scholars preserved and expanded on Greek philosophy and science during Europe's Middle Ages. Mathematical concepts like algebra came from the Islamic world. Scientific knowledge from China and the Ottoman Empire influenced European astronomy, medicine, and engineering. And global exploration exposed Europeans to new political system, belief structures, and cultural practices. These exchanges challenge Europeans to question long held assumptions about religion, authority, and governance. So the Enlightenment wasn't created in isolation, it was built on centuries of cross cultural scholarship, trade networks, and intellectual borrowing. That is important because it changes the myth that the Enlightenment was purely a European genius moment. It was global in origin, even if Europeans later claim ownership of it. The public sphere versus universities and academics. One of the most important developments during the Enlightenment was the rise of public sphere spaces where ideas could be debated openly. Two major examples were coffee houses and salons. Coffee houses were relatively accessible. Middle class men could gather, read pamphlets, discuss politics, and debate philosophy. Salons, often hosted by elite women, created intellectual spaces where philosophers, writers, and nobles exchanged ideas. Compare that to the 18th century, and royal academic universities were formal, traditional institutions. Royal academics were often sponsored by monarchs. Participation required status, wealth, and formal education. These institutions often reinforce hierarchy. Um, the paradox of natural right. Um, let's talk about one of the big contradictions of the Enlightenment. Natural rights. Thinkers like John Locke argued that other people are born with natural rights, life, liberty, and property. These This idea deeply influenced the founders of the United States, especially Thomas Jefferson and the Declaration of Independence. But here's the paradox. Many of these same thinkers supported or benefit from slavery. Women were excluded from political participation. Indigenous populations were disposed of land. The phases old men are created equal did not mean all humans. So the Enlightenment so the Enlightenment introduced powerful ideas from equality and freedom, but those ideas were added selectively. comparing evolution, American, French, and Haitian. The Enlightenment inspired revolution, but they didn't all produce the same outcomes. The American Revolution focused primarily on independence from Britain. It created a republic, but slavery remained intact and voting rights were limited. The French Revolution went further by challenging monarchy and aristocratic privilege. It aimed at equally, but descended into violence and eventually gave rise to Napoleon. The Haitian Revolution, however, was radically different. In 1904, Haiti became the first black republic and the first nation founded by formerly enslaved people. Compared to the American and French Revolution, the Haitian Revolution addressed social inequality more directly. It actually extended Enlightenment principles like liberty and equality to people who had been excluded. Yes, it was economically isolated and diplomacy punished by Western powers. That reaction reveals other contradictions. Europeans and American leaders liberty in theory, but feared it when enslaved people claimed for themselves. The Metternich and Congress of Vienna. Not everyone celebrated Enlightenment ideas. Clemens von Metternich, a conservative Australian statesman, believed the Enlightenment and the revolution it inspired created chaos. After the defeat of Napoleon, European powers met at the Congress of Vienna. Their goal was to restore the stability and balance of power instead of spurning democracy. They restored monarchies, redrew borders, strengthened conservative governments, tried to suppress revolutionary movement. The balance of power meant no single nation like France under Napoleon could dominate Europe again. Better we saw revolution as dangerous and destabilizing. Ironically, efforts to suppress nationalism and liberalism only delayed. Overall, the Enlightenment was shaped by global knowledge exchange, not just European thinkers. It created new public spaces that expanded debate but still limited participation. Rights, yet applied them inconsistently. It inspired revolution, some more radical than others, especially Haiti, and it triggered backlash from conservative leaders determined to restore it. And those tensions will still shape modern debates about rights and democracy and power today. Thank you. And if it sounds bad, it's because I'm really sick. Thank you.